In the busyness of modern life, have you ever looked for a rock or source of inspiration to help you get through the hard times and feelings of isolation from the rest of the world? Have you ever wondered where we can find happiness and strength when we feel like we're in the middle of nowhere? The icy philosophers saw life's problems not only as lessons, but also as chances to learn about oneself and develop priceless virtues like patience, honesty, and kindness. They taught us that every moment of loneliness is both a time to face ourselves and a chance to nourish our soul and intellect. But how can we turn our negative emotions into motivation to improve ourselves? How to keep our hearts open to new, honest connections instead of giving up because we're afraid of being left alone? The answer lies in the 10 lessons from Stoic philosophy, which show us how to find true happiness and meaning in deeply connecting with the people around us. Let's start the journey of finding our inner strength and learning how to build meaningful relationships, which will not only make our own lives better, but also set the stage for real links with souls who share your interests. Let us learn from each other's mistakes and grow to find the true meaning of friendship and relationship. Are you ready to go on this journey with us? Leave a comment below. I'm ready to go on this journey with you. Number 1. Lack of social opportunities. Many of us feel alone and isolated because we don't have many chances to interact with other people. This can easily lead to feelings of hopelessness and loneliness. But Stoicism reminds us that every challenge is a chance to meet new people and make new friends. So the question is, how can we apply this philosophy to our lack of social interaction opportunities in life? Let's think about how we can do that. Face isolation. Is it really a problem, or can we use it as a way to grow as people? Not being able to talk to other people isn't always a flaw, but a chance to learn more about ourselves, gain new skills, and care for our minds. Stoicism teaches us to find happiness and peace inside ourselves instead of relying on what's going on around us. This doesn't mean we should just accept our loneliness and not try to change it. Instead, we should look for and take advantage of every chance to connect with people around us. We can start by joining online groups with people who share our interests, planning or going to small events, or just being friendly with our co-workers and neighbors. The question is whether we are ready to face and get past our weaknesses in order to make room for new and meaningful relationships. As Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, said, "If you want to be loved, love in any situation." Being able to love and open up to others is the key to unlocking new doors and getting past the barriers of isolation and a lack of communication opportunities. That is the essence of living a life where we learn to appreciate and seek meaning in every connection. Life is full of challenges and opportunities. Sometimes these changes can make us feel like everything we knew has vanished, but they also give us the chance to rediscover ourselves, find our inner strength, and keep growing. Let's talk about how to embrace change and use it to our advantage. There are many reasons why social options can be limited in the modern world. Living in a city, using technology to communicate, and having a lot of work and personal obligations can all make you feel alone. This lack of social contact can make people feel alone, stressed, and disconnected from other people. We can find ways to deal with these problems and keep our inner peace by studying the Stoics, especially Marcus Aurelius. Getting used to reality, Marcus Aurelius told us that we should be okay with things we can't change. Accept that the way things are now in your social life and focus on what you can change. You control your mind, not what happens in the outside world. Know this, and you will be strong. Being mindful and present. Being in the present moment can help ease the stress that comes with not having many social chances. Fully participate in whatever you're doing, whether you're doing it by yourself or with other people online. Lock yourself in the present, said the speaker. Being independent. Use this time to build up your inner resources and ability to rely on yourself. Find activities, skills, and hobbies that you can enjoy by yourself. Quote, "The only thing you need to make your life happy is to change the way you think." Making friends in little ways. Look for small ways to connect with other people, even if they aren't typical social situations. It can go a long way to say something nice to a neighbor or an old friend. Men exist for the sake of each other. Then teach them or put up with them. Think about nature. Spend time in nature to feel like you're part of something bigger than yourself. Nature can help you relax and remember that there is a bigger world out there than just your own problems. Look deeply into nature, and then you'll understand everything better. By following these Stoic principles, you can stay calm and strong even when you don't have many social chances. Remember that our peace of mind is not based on what is happening around us, but on how we react to it. Number 2, changing situations. Change is going to happen. Like the perpetual wheel of fate, we often find ourselves in different situations, such as job and living situation changes, and changes in personal relationships. So, as one of the great Stoic thinkers, Marcus Aurelius, said, "Accept everything that happens, even if you don't like it, because it leads to this." But how can we use this advice when things change, especially when those changes mean losing friends? If you move to a new city and don't know anyone there, you might feel lonely and out of place at first. But this is also a chance to leave your comfort zone, meet new people, and make meaningful connections. When you leave your safe space, you're not just looking for friends, you're also looking to grow as a person. Not only is change hard, it's also a chance to do something new. Have you ever thought that when you lose a friend, you find a part of yourself? When you're by yourself, you might find new hobbies and interests and learn to be more independent. Changes in relationships could mean that you are growing and learning more about the world and yourself. So how can we use these changes to improve ourselves and our relationships? Remember that the universe is our teacher, and we can adapt and learn from every experience. By welcoming change with an open heart, we not only make new friends, but we also find the inner strength, resilience, and courage to face any challenge on our next life journey. As life takes us down new paths, every change in circumstances is not just a challenge, but an opportunity. At first, not having any friends may seem like a problem, but it's actually a chance to become strong, independent, and ready for new relationships. Now is the time to let our hearts open. Explore who you are and look for true, deep friendships. Through these connections, we can grow and help each other. We'd love to hear about times when your life changed and how you found strength and new friendships. Please share your story in the comments below. It could help others who are going through similar things. Life only stays the same when you change. Whether it's a new job, a move to a different place, or something that comes up out of the blue, our success and peace of mind depend on how well we can handle and adjust to new situations. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, has lasting advice on how to stay calm and strong when things change. This lesson will teach you how to stay cool like a Stoic when things change in your life. Understand that everything changes. The main idea is that everything changes. Understand that life changes all the time. Meaning, Marcus Aurelius stressed that everything in life is temporary. Understanding that both good and bad times are short-lived can help us be less attached to the present and more open to change. Observe constantly that all things take place by change, and accustom yourself to consider that the nature of the universe loves nothing so much as to change. Pay attention to what you can change. Important point. Figure out what you can control and what you can't. Stoicism tells us to focus on our own actions and thoughts instead of what's happening in the outside world. We can keep our cool and do our best when we focus on how we react to change instead of the change itself. You control your mind, not what happens in the outside world. Know this, and you will be strong. Accept change as a chance to get better. Remember that change is a chance to get better and grow. There are difficulties that come with change, but there are also chances to grow as a person. Change can help us grow if we think of it that way. This will help us approach new situations with interest and strength. The thing that stops people from acting moves things forward. What gets in the way turns into the way. Focus on being mindful and present. Important, be aware and present in every moment. Mindfulness helps us keep our feet on the ground when things are changing. We can feel less anxious about the future and enjoy the here and now more if we focus on the present and fully participate in our current experiences. Confine yourself to the present. Learn to be thankful and accepting. Take a moment to appreciate what you have and be open to what comes your way. Being thankful changes our attention from what we don't have to what we do have, which makes us feel better. Acceptance, on the other hand, means recognizing the truth without fighting it. All of these things help us deal with change in a calm and peaceful way. Number 3, shyness or introversion. For many people who socialize, we still want to be social beings. Confusion about sharing without being shy or introversion often comes across as an obstacle in this journey. But let's change the text, as one of the great philosophers, Marcus Aurelius, once stoically said that you have the power. Your mind that is not outside of events, know this, and you will gain strength. And how can we apply this philosophy now to change shyness and participate? Consider a specific example. The elite like to spend time reading, thinking and writing. Participate. At large social events or parties in today's noisy world, this silence is lonely, not for living, but for the elite to share their thoughts and actions. Not only opens the door, but is an invitation to deeply connect with oneself and the world around you, to their souls, but also builds a clear relationship based on understanding and respect. But how can we overcome the fear and anxiety that revealing and sharing can bring along? The answer is love and self-love. It is not the number of friends that is important, but the quality of relationships. As we begin to build ourselves and our self-confidence, we open a family of deep friendships based on mutual respect and common values. Shyness or mental state, if you look closely, can be a wonderful resource. Development of person and family building is reminiscent of the words of Marcus Aurelius. Let us look forward and discover our inner power and use it as a strong foundation for purposeful relationships, so that shame or involvement is not a part of us, but a bridge to a deeper understanding of the world and the people around us. Sometimes we find ourselves in thought on the larger canvas of life. We find ourselves wandering in a storm of lost emotions. But have you ever wondered how to find an oasis of peace for the soul? Could the Stoic philosophy that holds the key be the one to open the door? Let's discover the power of Stoic philosophy in the 4th lesson of serenity, which helps us solve our mental problems calmly and hopefully. Number 4, health of the mind. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest philosophers and famous Stoics, talked about the freedom of the spirit and said that the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. So how do we cultivate such thoughts, especially when we feel alone or lonely? The answer lies in practicing these 3 main ideas: self-control, acceptance, and thanks. Self-control isn't just about controlling your feelings when things go wrong. It also means being deeply aware of how you react when you don't have any relationships. For example, when you're lonely, do you use that time to learn more about yourself? Do you try to figure out what makes you feel that way and how that affects your choices and actions? Okay with that. One more principle is not about giving up. It's about accepting and embracing your truth. This means recognizing that being lonely right now is a part of growing as a person. Have you ever asked yourself, why do I feel lonely? What can I learn from this feeling? Lastly, thanksgiving is one of the most powerful tools a Stoic can use. Arsenal, no matter what, focusing on what we are grateful for gives us a new sense of confidence and mental strength. Have you taken the time to think about what you are thankful for every day? We can't change everything that happens to us, but we can change how we react to it. Not having any friends doesn't mean you'll be lonely. It can help your mental health. To find a meaningful and happy life, one must first discover themselves. Remember that we always have the choice of how to live, so let's use that power. Let's comment. If Lesson 4 taught you something about yourself, practice gratitude. Just as important as taking care of your body is taking care of your mind. A mind that is in balance is strong, flexible, and able to handle life's obstacles with ease and clarity. Stoic thinkers, especially Marcus Aurelius, taught timeless lessons on how to achieve and maintain mental health. By following Stoic ideas, we can train our minds to be calm and not be affected by the chaos around us. Control how you see things. Marcus Aurelius said that our thoughts and beliefs determine what is real. It's not the events themselves that bother us, but how we think about them. When we change how we see things, we can change how we feel. Application. Be aware of your ideas and feelings and fight them. Ask yourself if the way you see a situation is correct or if it's skewed by judgments that aren't necessary. Pay attention to what you can change. Stoics stress the importance of figuring out what we can control and what we can't. We can keep our inner peace by focusing on the things we can change, like our thoughts, actions, and responses. How to use. Write down the things in your life that you can and cannot change. Move your attention toward the things you can change and let go of the things you can't. Visualizing bad things can help you. This Stoic exercise involves picturing the worst-case scenarios to get your mind ready for anything that might happen. We can feel less anxious about the unknown and be grateful for what we have by doing this. How to use. Every day, take a few minutes to picture problems or losses that might happen. This exercise can help you become more resilient and keep your cool when things get tough. Develop an attitude of thanksgiving. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius often thought about the good things in his life. Being grateful changes our attention from what we don't have to what we do have, which makes us feel good and calm. How to use. Write in a gratitude book. Write down 3 things you're thankful for every day. This technique can make you feel better and more peaceful all around. Accept that change is a part of life. The idea of Stoicism is that change is a normal part of life. It's pointless to hurt when you fight change. Accepting it brings peace. Application. Remind yourself often that everything is temporary. Instead of seeing change as a threat to security, see it as a chance to grow. You can develop a calm and strong mind by following these Stoic ideas in your daily life. Always keep in mind that mental health is something you do all the time. It gets stronger with regular exercise and careful treatment, just like any other muscle. Take a cue from Marcus Aurelius and other Stoic thinkers and handle life's problems with calm and confidence. Number 5. Trust issues. In Stoic philosophy, which is full of timeless wisdom, we are given tools to build and maintain this foundation. But how do we use this in our everyday lives? First, Let's talk about trust in friendship. Trust isn't always easy. It takes acceptance, understanding, and sometimes forgiveness. As Seneca said, "No one can live happily who only cares about himself and turns everything into a question of his own utility." In friendships, we need to accept our friends for who they are, flaws and all, and not set unrealistic expectations for them. Second, it takes time and effort to build and keep confidence by being self-aware and open to change. Our relationships and we change over time. An important question to ask ourselves is, am I ready to accept and adapt to both my own and my friends' changes? Friends, Stoicism teaches us that the only thing we can control is how we respond to the changes in our lives. Third, and maybe most importantly, is the value of open communication and the balance between talking and listening. Communication isn't just saying what we think and feel. It's also trying to understand and respond to what other people think and feel. Marcus Aurelius said that the quality of your thoughts determines your happiness. This balance in communication not only helps build trust, but also strengthens the relationship. Now ask yourself, have I really listened and tried to understand my friend? Am I willing to share my thoughts and feelings with them? These are not only important steps in building trust, but also crucial steps toward true peace and happiness. So trust in. It's not just a goal to be friends, it's a process. A journey isn't just about making friends, it's also about getting better. Remember that every struggle is a chance to learn, grow, and get stronger. Let's share this journey together. Build trust and make relationships that mean something and last. Recently, we looked at how trust issues can show caution and independence in our lives from the point of view of Stoic philosophy. But before we move on to discussing differences in preferences and how they make each person unique, we'd like to thank you all for watching. Your support is very important to us, so please keep watching, like and share this video to learn more about the philosophy of self-discipline and how it applies to our everyday lives. Number 6. Having different hobbies. Imagine that everyone around you is describing a big picture in their own unique way. The differences in how they see it don't make the painting less valuable. Instead, they help you understand it better. Stoicism tells us to look at all of our interactions with other people in this way. Sophist Marcus Aurelius said that everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact, and everything we see is a point of view, not the truth. This shows how important it is to accept and value differences as a normal part of life. Now we need to ask ourselves how we can use these differences to help ourselves and those around us. The first and most important thing we can do is listen carefully and learn from others. We can learn something new from everyone we meet if we're willing to be open and accept that everyone has something to offer. This will not only help us understand the world better, but it will also make us more charitable and understanding. To value and appreciate differences, it's important to keep a humble attitude and be open to them. Once we stop seeing differences as problems and start seeing them as chances to grow and fit in, we realize how valuable every relationship and contact really is. So how do we find common ground while still respecting and learning from differences? This makes us question not only the world around us, but also ourselves. When we ask, what in this viewpoint could help me understand more or improve my relationships, we start to look into things and build. Soul-connecting bridges. One important lesson from Stoicism is that differences in opinions and preferences are not only problems, but also gifts that are worth valuing. When we accept and value these differences, we find freedom and meaning in our lives and learn how to live peacefully with others. You can inspire other people by telling a story about how Lesson 6 changed you. Leave your thoughts and opinions. Have you ever thought about whether not being good with people is a bad thing or a sign of a free spirit? Let's explore the uncharted areas of Stoic philosophy, where our flaws can become endless sources of inspiration that lead us to a deeper understanding of ourselves and a confirmation of the true value of independence. Having a variety of hobbies is important for living a healthy and happy life. Hobbies give people a way to express their talent, unwind, and grow as people. They give you a break from your daily routines and can help you feel less stressed, improve your mental health, and even make friends. Having a lot of different hobbies can make your life better in many ways, like drawing, gardening, playing an instrument, or hiking. Benefits for mental health. Hobbies can make a big difference in your mental health by lowering your worry and anxiety. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that is linked to happiness and reward. Doing things you enjoy can make it come out. This can help fight sadness and make you feel better all around. Getting better skills. You can learn a lot of different skills through different hobbies. For instance, learning to play an instrument can help your hand-eye balance and brain power, and cooking can help you be more creative and accurate. Having a variety of hobbies can help you learn new skills that can be useful in many areas of your life. Having social links hobbies often give people chances to meet new people and make connections that last. Joining clubs, groups, or classes that are linked to what you're interested in can help you meet people who share your interests. In turn, this can help you make friends and feel like you fit. Balance between work and life. If you want to get a better work-life balance, having hobbies can help. Having fun outside of work can keep you from getting burned out and improve your general health. It gives you a good way to relax and recharge, which will help you be more focused and productive when you get back to work. Growth and happiness for each person. Having many hobbies helps you keep learning new things about yourself and growing as a person. It can help you find hidden skills, discover new hobbies, and feel like you've accomplished something. Hobbies give people a feeling of purpose and fulfillment, which makes their lives more satisfying and full. It's not just a way to pass the time to have a lot of different hobbies. It's also good for your mental health, skill set, social life, work-life balance, and personal growth. Your life will be more balanced, happy, and full if you try new things and develop new hobbies. Number 7, not being good with people. Friendships don't just happen. They take work and the right attitude. In our busy lives, we often forget that not having good social skills can make it hard to make real friends. But according to Stoic philosophy, we should see all problems, even ones like not having good social skills, as chances to get better and be more resilient. What counts is not what happens to you, but how you handle it. Epicurean words tell us that we can change how we think and react to problems. How can we use this knowledge to get along better with others? If someone is afraid of making new friends because they don't want to be rejected or not accepted, from a Stoic point of view, this is not a bad thing, but a chance to ask themselves, what factors really lie within my control? How can I grow from this experience instead of seeking acceptance from others? This person can work on building empathy, sincerity, and good listening skills, all of which are important for any long-term relationship. In his Meditations, ruler and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius said that our lives are made up of the thoughts we have about them. This sentence makes us want to set small goals, like going to social events without worrying about what other people will think, which boosts our self-esteem and mental health. Independence. People who don't have good social skills shouldn't see it as an insurmountable setback, but as a chance to grow and improve themselves in deep ways. We are told to take responsibility for our thoughts and actions. When you see problems as opportunities for personal growth, don't start with small steps. Instead, focus on building sincerity, listening skills, and empathy, as these are the building blocks for meaningful relationships. Number 8. Changing goals or getting bigger. As we move through life, each step is not only a journey through space, but also a deep journey into our souls. Have you ever thought about how our friends will change as our dreams and priorities shift, revealing new paths we never thought we would take? We start to realize that the number of friends we have also changes. This is not a sign of loneliness or lack, but rather a sign of profound personal growth, a concept that Stoic philosophy has taught us to accept and embrace. Stoic philosophy reminds us that not everyone is meant to be in every relationship. As we grow and our priorities change, some relationships become less suitable. This is not only normal, but necessary for progress. As Epictetus once said, "Nothing important happens overnight. Even grapes and figs need time to ripen." This shows how important it is to check our relationships to see if they still match our current values and goals. Think about an example. Anna, an artist, decides to leave the busy city life and move to a quiet rural area where she can focus on her art. As she does this, she notices that some old friends who were always there for her at parties and other social events start to fade into the background of her life. Instead, she connects with other artists in the area who share her interests and goals. This is not a loss, but a transformation that is an important step in finding out what's important to her. Are you ready to accept and welcome the changes in your relationships as you continue to grow as a person? Are you also looking for relationships that better reflect the person you are becoming and the dreams you have for your life? This is a normal part of the process of personal growth and a sign that you are on the right track on the journey of self-discovery and meaning. As Stoics say, every change and choice is a chance to grow stronger, more profound, and eventually the best version of ourselves. While we're living, our goals change as we learn and grow. This sometimes means setting bigger and tougher goals for ourselves. This lesson will talk about why people change their goals, the advantages of setting better goals, and how to handle these changes using Stoic ideas. Being aware of the need for change. Self-reflection. Look at your present goals and see if they still fit with your values and goals. When things don't move, find out the signs that it's time to rethink your goals, like not being motivated or satisfied with your progress. Embracing change and bigger goals, setting higher standards to push yourself and do more. Learn how important it is to set big goals. How challenges play a part. Find out how taking on bigger problems can help you grow as a person and make you stronger. Making plans for new goals. Breaking down big goals. To keep from feeling stressed, learn how to break down bigger goals into steps that you can handle. Planners should be open in how they make plans so that they can be changed as they go. Stoic ideas for setting goals. Focus on what you can control. Instead of worrying about what will happen, focus on what you can control, your actions and reactions. Accept and welcome pain as a part of the growing process. Keeping your health and balance. How to keep a good balance between ambition and well-being to avoid burnout. Motivation that lasts. Ways to keep yourself inspired and dedicated to your long-term goals. Changing your goals and setting better ones can help you grow as a person and be happy. You can get through these changes well and hit new heights in your personal and professional life if you follow Stoic principles and plan ahead. Number 9. Lifestyle choices. The fast pace of modern life often makes us lonely, and friendships don't involve meaningful face-to-face interactions as much as they do faded images on our screens. In this situation, choosing a lifestyle like living a simple life or avoiding technology is not only a natural thing to do, but it also shows what your values and priorities are when it comes to making real connections with other people. If someone decides to spend less time on technology and more time enjoying simple things, they may find that the number of online friends they have is not as important as the quality of their real-life relationships. However, one of the great Stoic philosophers said, "It's not because things are hard that we don't dare, it's because we don't dare that they are hard." May bring us many problems, but those problems are chances to get better and figure out what really matters in our lives in this noisy and stressful world. What makes you happy and satisfied? Does your social media fame really show how valuable and good your relationships are? Remember that happiness doesn't come from being liked or accepted by everyone. It comes from having self-control, mental freedom, and a deep understanding of yourself. Living a simple life can help you find inner peace and real wealth. If you decide to live a simple life, are you ready to face the challenges that this choice will bring? More importantly, have you found meaning and satisfaction in all of your choices? Please share your thoughts and answers in the comments below. We're always ready to listen. Number 10. Self-sufficiency and freedom. Self-sufficiency and freedom are closely linked in Stoic thought. Self-sufficiency means being able to be happy and satisfied with your own inner resources instead of depending on outside events. According to the Stoics, freedom means not being controlled by outside forces or your emotions, which can cause a lot of trouble. All of these ideas give people the power to live independent, strong, and peaceful lives, using your inner resources to deal with outside situations. Understanding. Being truly self-sufficient means depending on your own thoughts, decisions, and actions instead of things or situations outside of yourself. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself in the way you think, said Marcus Aurelius. Use mindfulness and self-reflection can help you find inner peace and happiness no matter what is going on around you. Control and giving up, meaning pay attention to what you can change and accept what you can't. This idea is very important for gaining freedom and self-sufficiency. Epictetus said, "Do the best you can with what you have and let the rest happen as it will." Usage in real life. Make a list of the things you can and cannot control and focus your attention on the things you can. Separation from outside goods, meaning things like money and things that come from the outside are not real sources of happiness. Getting away from these things gives you more freedom and independence. Seneca's tips. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. In real life, this means making your life simpler and focusing on building virtues and inner qualities instead of getting more stuff. Hard work and morality. It is possible to be more independent and free by developing self-discipline and qualities like wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. Do not waste any more time arguing about what a good man should be, said Marcus Aurelius. Be one. Practical application. Do things every day that will help you be more self-disciplined and dedicated to living a good life. Freedom from strong emotional ties. Meaning, strong feelings and passions can hold us back from being truly free. If you can master these, you can live a more free and sensible life. Freedom is the only worthwhile goal in life, said the Stoics. We win by ignoring things that are out of our control. To achieve a calm and healthy state of mind, practice controlling your emotions and letting go of the results. Self-sufficiency and freedom are important parts of a Stoic lifestyle. You can reach a state of true autonomy and peace by developing your inner resources, focused on what you can control, separating yourself from material things, being self-disciplined, and letting go of strong emotional attachments. The timeless advice of the Stoics, especially that of Marcus Aurelius, can help you on your way to a happier and more free life.